Hi, Tom Coley, coach for Buckeye Cable System and BCSN, and welcome into another edition of Sports Flash, and certainly an honor and a privilege to be with an outstanding young man, Danny Schweickert from Northview High School. Danny, number 23 in the program for football for Northview, great career there. Tell me a little, wide receiver, safety, tell me a little bit about what football meant to you at Northview.
What football meant to me at Northview, it was a lot of fun, like best 4 years of my life for sure. You came so close to all the players, all the student section, the fans. It's just a great way. You represent the community very well.
Well, you certainly did that, Danny. And, you know, I always personally learned, Danny, when you play a sport, you learn something about yourself that you didn't know, going in. You're an outstanding player. You had a whole career there. What did you learn about yourself by playing football that you didn't, maybe know going in?
Football certainly builds character in the person. You make better decisions because you have something to live up to with the team, so you don't want to screw that up. You just become a stronger person in general.
Yeah, that's well said. A class at Northview, Danny, that we were talking off air. We'll get it on air. I know you enjoyed all your teachers. I know the great teachers over there. We're very close to the Sylvania school system, and we understand how great the teachers and coaches are there. But I know all your teachers were great. I don't want to put you on the spot, but one class in particular that you went into, Danny, and you said, gee, I had a lot of fun and I learned a lot. What class would that be?
That would definitely be astronomy with my teacher, Mr. Ulrich. He just taught the class with such enthusiasm. It was a lot of fun. You learn something new every day.
Yeah. Did he use humor in the classroom?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
I always believed, I taught for a long time, I always thought when you used humor, it accelerated the learning in the classroom. Listen, young man, you did something besides having a great career at Northview that I think is very, very cool. I'm a huge fan of CYO basketball. I think it's one of the great opportunities for our young kids that if you're not playing basketball and you played football, so you have a chance to play basketball on the CYO. You had a group of guys, the St. Joe's Jaguars, right?
Yep.
Okay. You came this year. You were 4th in the state.
Yeah, that's what we finished.
Okay, give me some of the names of the guys or your teammates on the St. Joe's Jaguars.
Oh, there's Jack Mancinati. There's 3 Savages: Ryan Savage, Michael Savage, Keegan Savage, Matt Longway, Ben Zimkowitz, Chase Stammen. Trying to think.
You did good.
Yeah.
You got most of everybody.
That's mostly everyone.
10-2, 4th in the state. Tell me what CYO basketball, because I've seen it, I've watched it. I know the coaching is very good, and I know a lot of the guys that are playing CYO, Danny. If you put them on and made a high school team out of those guys, they could play. I mean, yeah. I've gone and watched CYO basketball. These guys can play. You guys can play. What did it mean? What was the experience like to be so successful in CYO?
It's a lot of it is honestly the brotherhood between everyone because we've been playing together for so long. So we just had that chemistry, and you don't get like the same publicity or attention as high school sports do, but it's just a lot of fun. You still play the same game.
And you're really playing for the love of the game,
yeah.
Because they're not being written up in the Corso sports section in the Blade, and you're not on the highlights, which I think you should be. I think actually we've talked to CYO, Jeff McCarrick, who runs CYO here in town, and we're thinking about maybe doing some CYO games down the road because the basketball is that good and it's such a great experience. But a caveat to your experience, 4th in the state this year. But basically the same group of guys you played with in the 5th grade,
yep.
Right? And were you still St. Joe's Jaguars?
Yep,
okay.
Same school.
Tell the folks what you did.
We, 5th grade, we took the St. Joe's Jaguars down to state, and we beat a team from Dublin, and we just won state title 5th grade. We've carried that ever since.
Yeah, and how cool is it to say, you won a state title? That is really not easy to do. Danny, where are you going to go to college?
Owens Community College.
Yeah, Owens is a great school. I know a lot of the teachers out there are very familiar. We have a great relationship with Owens. We broadcast their basketball, baseball, softball, all their sports, and you're going to get a great education out there. You'll have teachers that care about you, and you'll do really well. What do you want to study?
I want to major in fire science. That's my goal.
Yeah, so you're going to be a firefighter.
Yeah.
But you didn't just didn't go through like a dictionary and come to the F's and say firefighter. Yeah. Tell the folks why firefighting is going to be so important to you.
It pretty much runs in my family. My grandfather is the retired chief of the Toledo Fire Department.
Very impressive fire chief, yeah.
Yeah, my uncle, he's also retired. He was on the department for a lot of years. And now on my other side, I have a uncle who's the captain.
Yeah.
of the fire department.
Well, first of all, congratulations to all the members of your family for their fine service as firefighters. There's no higher calling, I think, than to be a firefighter and what they mean in the community, and you will be great at it. So we're very proud of you. And on the way out, I told you I'd ask you, Instagram or Twitter, what do you prefer?
I prefer Twitter.
Twitter? Okay, I like that. Me too. All right, Danny, we're going to ask you too. We said if you could have any neighbor in the world, past, present, whatever, sports, politics, who would be Danny's pick to be neighbor?
I'm going to have to go comedy. It'd be Kevin Hart.
So you're going to have Kevin Hart in your backyard?
Yep.
I'll tell you what, I think the cookouts would be a lot of fun. It'd be a good time. Danny, on behalf of Buckeye Cable and BCSN, we try to show young people that epitomize all the right things in our community, doing a great job in their school, on their teams. They're positive in their school and they're positive in their community. You, Danny, certainly fit that profile tremendously, and good luck at Owens, and you'll be a great firefighter. All right, Danny. Tom Coley, coach for Buckeye Cable and BCSN.